As an Australian like yourself who's represented so many Olympic Games and World Championships, what's it like to represent Australia?
It's something that you take with immense pride. It's a huge honour. I'm extremely proud to be an Australian, as I'm sure all of you guys are, and to have the opportunity to actually compete for your country and represent for your country, I think there's no greater honour. It's just great to have the opportunity to go overseas and compete and maybe make the national anthem play. I think that's the best moment if you ever get that opportunity.
How many times have you represented Australia?
Well, I've been representing the country from the age of 15 until about 28. So I was on the national team and competing for Australia. So yeah, I got 3 Olympics, 5 World Champs, a couple of Commonwealth Games in there. So yeah, numerous amounts of times, and loved it every single time. It was good fun.
Do you still get nervous when you used to get competing? Do you get nervous every time you compete?
Yeah, you do actually, because I think when you put so much time and effort into something that you want to do really well in, when it comes time and you have the opportunity to have a crack at it once, particularly when it's an Olympic Games, which is every 4 years, you want to do really well. There's pressure for a reason, and you can either look at that pressure as something that can make you focus and get the absolute best out of yourself, which a lot of people can do immensely well at that stage because you are better prepared, you're more focused because of that pressure. So I think it's looking at pressure in a positive way, going, okay, this is the time to compete and to do well, and I'm going to make the most of it because it only comes around every now and again, and I mightn't have another opportunity again.
Have you ever made mistakes by that pressure, by defaulting on a start or something like that?
Well, I have false started before and been disqualified, so we all make mistakes, that's normal. I think it's just learning from those mistakes and thinking, okay, what headspace was I in at that time? What was I thinking about that, made me do that? Why was I so nervous? I've got to learn to control those nerves and not put so much pressure on myself. And you always work out little strategies and tactics and ways in your mind that you deal with those situations so you don't do them again. It's a matter of learning from them and not doing them time in, time out again, and every time that you compete.
What drinks do you have before you start your race?
Well, what I have before a race is usually a high carbohydrate drink. Not usually too much water, usually a lot of energy drink, particularly doing a distance event. Everyone asked me, or basically said to me, that you can eat whatever you want or put whatever you want in your mouth because you're training so much and you'll always remain pretty thin and fit. And my answer to that was, well, it's like a good car. If you put good fuel in it, it's going to go better. And that's what it's like when you're competing. You've got to put the best fuel in it, whether it's the night before, the week before, or just before your race. You want to have something that's going to, make the car go as fast as possible.
What's the food like in Athens?
It's fantastic, actually. If you love olives, there's plenty over there in Greece. But yeah, the one thing that you'll actually find going to Olympics actually cater for all the different types of food, and whether you're from Eastern or Western world, they've got plenty. But I love my tucker, and I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself. I had a good time when I was over there.